Okay. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I'm going to be talking about 5 topics. The first one going to be Civil War. The second one going to be Civil Rights Movement. The next one going to be education. Then jobs. Then unemployment. Then I'm not going to really talk about it, but I am still asking for a donation for my sister Norma Jean funeral. Okay. I know you're probably looking at my shirt and you might see some holes in it because I'm gonna be talking about a lot of stories that got holes in it. Okay. And I'm gonna be hitting on the topics about these holes. Okay. First we're gonna talk about the Civil War. Okay. You know the Civil War was the North against the South. The Civil War. And slavery went to war for their rights, right? They wanted to be free. They want rights. They want to be free. They want to be treated like humans and, what God created them to be. Good image. All around the world, you see people fighting for what they believe in. Okay? Good image. Good image. Okay? If the Civil War would have been just as is, I don't believe we would be going through the stuff that we are going through right today. Because as you know, the Constitution was created after the Civil War. Laws was being put into place after the Civil War. Laws was already on the book to unite this country together. Yes, you had a lot of people that didn't want that, but that's okay because when the law is, it don't matter who don't like it. The law is. It's staying. The law stands the way it is. The law stands. You know what I'm saying? Law is law. So Civil War, people all around the world see them images. They see, Black people fighting for their freedom, dying on the front line. White people fighting for freedoms of Black people also, and they're also fighting for their union and what they believe in also. So you had Black and white fighting together for what they believe in. What a good image, right? So they didn't want that image. Let's go with the Civil Rights Movement. The Civil Rights Movement was, they had a Black fountain, they had a white fountain, they had a Black bathroom, they had a white bathroom. You had to go, if you was Black, you had to go eat in the back of the restaurant. My thing is, if you feel like you're not being treated at a restaurant, why are you willing to pay your money to eat at a restaurant but you're not being treated right? If I can't be treated like everybody else being treated, then I would not go to that place. I would not donate my money, invest my money into any place where I'm not being treated right. Y'all got to realize the Civil War, America did not want another war like that war, Civil War war. America would have did anything in its power to prevent another civil war. A lot of people died fighting that Civil War. Black and white died fighting that war. America did not want that war again. But instead, we got a civil rights movement. What did the civil rights movement do? You still drinking from water fountain that white folks don't drink from. You still live in neighborhoods white folks don't live in. You still going to school where white folks is not there. Again, what was the civil rights movement about? To weaken down the Civil War. That's what the civil rights movement was about, to weaken the Civil War. You know, people, y'all think white folks killed Martin Luther King. White folks didn't kill Martin Luther King. No, I don't believe a white man killed Martin. It was black. It was black. Let me tell you, my grandfather, girl, everything, and boy, everything y'all go to the store to buy today, my grandfather had it on his property. Everything. And then they came in and took it all. My grandfather had pigs. My grandfather had chickens. My grandfather had apple tree, pear tree, lime tree, pecans, figs. He had a garden, okra, mustard green, turnip green, onion, bell pepper, cucumber, everything y'all go to the store to buy today, my grandfather had, and then my grandfather died, and my grandfather never was sick. And they say my grandfather died. Of what? I didn't go to the hospital to see my grandfather. So he never was sick and he just dropped dead. But yet, we don't know the cause of his death. That's what I'm talking about. A lot of black people lost their farms. Black folks lost a lot of stuff that had stuff and would never get that stuff back. See, when you don't have nothing to lose, you don't feel the pain. But when you lost so much, girl, when we used to go to Mr. Medrick's store, it was a white man's store. When we went to that store, that Mr. Medrick used to say, give Paul grandchildren anything they want. Because Mr. Medrick was doing business with my grandfather. Then they talk about my grandmother. Ella Collins married my grandfather, Paul Smith, but her last name is Ella Smith. But still, nobody talk about my grandfather. It's like he didn't exist on this planet. That's what I be talking about, you guys. That's what I be talking about. Y'all just go with whatever these people tell you. If your parents and your grandparents will sit up there and tell you a Santa Claus was coming down the chimney, and a Santa Claus that they had you to believe was a white man in a red and white suit with a white beard coming down the chimney. Because they didn't even much want the credit that they was working buying you Christmas gifts. This stuff is deep, you guys. If you don't know the head of it, it just don't even matter for you to even mess with the tail or the body of it, because it's deeper than what you think it is. It's deep. It's deep. People will look in your face and lie to you and get you hurt on their lies because you don't know the head of it. It is deeper than deep. And they don't want to talk about it. They want to act like it's, you know what I'm saying? They want to give you their truth. And they want to give you their story. But when you go to analyzing and putting two and two together, it don't add up. Every street you go to in America got a Martin Luther King. If the white man hated Martin Luther King so much, why would they give him a street in every city, in every neighborhood? When they got him in the jail, if they hated him, why they didn't kill him? They didn't kill him because he went through doing the agenda. That's why. Get back out there and give your people this watered down bull crap. And then I believe a black man killed Martin Luther King. Because a black man was tired of it. I believe Martin Luther King was killed by white folks. I believe Martin Luther King was killed by black folks. It was some courage black man killed Martin because he was tired of the bullshit that he was doing to his people. I believe it, and I'm gonna go to my grave believing it because it doesn't make sense to me. When you got black people that got killed marching, didn't get a street. Matter of fact, they didn't even get a page in a book. They don't even get talked about. You got black folks that went to jail, got beat down, got killed in the jailhouse. Nothing. No, 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 no. I don't believe white folks killed Martin. I believe Martin was killed by black folks. Who the black folks is, I don't know. But the story tell me that Martin Luther King was killed by black people because of the watered down bullshit. Education. My advice to you about education is from junior high to high school to college, take courses and classes that you know that you're gonna be interested in doing on a job. So therefore, you was already building up your portfolio early to get the job that you want. You're gonna have the knowledge, the skills, and the experience before you even get the job because you have put all of your junior high, high school, and college into the interest of what you want to do when you finish your education. So that is very important. And then for high school students, take some AP courses. AP courses is college credit. You get college credit for that. So if you take some AP courses, you would get college credit for that. And so when you go to college, you already have college credit. So I think it's English, science, math, and history. You could take AP courses. And I think some high school, I don't know if all high school, but some high school is allowing you to do your associate degree in high school. So therefore, when you graduate from high school, you already have a degree, associate degree, and instead of doing 4 years, you only got to do 2 years to get your bachelor's degree. And that is good. So yes, you need to focus on that, to prepare yourself to be above level. So when you graduate from college and you go apply for the job of your choice, you is already educated and experienced in that field, and that'll help you get that job. And it's also good to network with people, that CEOs, owners of companies. So therefore, they can already know to look out for you. So when you go, they already know who you are because you've been talking to them over the years about, your interest in working for them and, how you love their organization, their company, blah, blah, blah. And, you already in the door because that is good. Because I'm finding out a degree will not get you a job that you're looking for. You still got to sell yourself to the company, and it's like, it's not for what you know, it's for who you know, type thing. If you know so-and-so and so-and-so put a good word into the boss man for you, and before you know it, you're in there. I know a lot of people don't even have degrees, don't even have experience, but yet they get the job because it's not for what they know, it's for who they know. As long as you know somebody will speak up for you and get you in the door. Because every job you go to, I don't care what job you go to, they're going to train you for their job. They're going to train you for their organization because everybody's organization operates different. Just because you had one, for instance, if you're at MD Anderson and they operate one way, You could go over here to Herman Hospital. They operate another way, and they got to train you for the way their rules and policies and regulations are. So they're still gonna train you how they want things done. Okay. Well, MD Anderson might say answer the phone when it rang 3 times. Well, you get over here to Herman, they might say answer the phone when it rings 2 times. So therefore, every organization going to train you for the way they want you to operate on their job. So sometimes it's not for what you know, it's for who you know. So, and all this here, y'all, is my opinion, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? It's just my gut feeling. You know what I'm saying? I'm digging deep in my guts about these things. My gut feeling. It ain't like you know, I was born in 65. And Martin got killed in 1969. Right? He got killed in 1969, so I was 4 years old. Did he get killed in 1969? I think 1969. But I was a baby, so I don't know who killed him. I'm just saying my gut's feeling. I'm going with the story. I'm analyzing the story that was told. All I can go by what they say, you know, how they told it, who told it, and how they told it. It doesn't add up. Okay, it doesn't add up. They rather talk about the civil rights movement, but how many times do they talk about the Civil War? They don't talk about the Civil War. They don't talk about the Civil War. If you don't mention the Civil War, they don't talk about it. But they talk about the civil rights movement all day, every day. This, that, because that's a bad image of black folks. It's a very, 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 very bad image of black folks. Y'all got to understand that those images went all around the world. And there was a very, excuse me, I got to take this phone call. Hello? Yes. Hi. I'm doing a phone live video. What you need? Huh? Okay. That's when you be doing stuff. Back on the phone, ringing. But yeah, that's why I said, you know, what I said, and I hope nobody be hurt about what I said, because that's what I feel, and that's what I allegedly think happened. Allegedly think happened. So I'm just going by the stories. I observe, I analyze, and I put things together. Okay, nobody had to tell me that Santa Claus wasn't real. I knew Santa Claus wasn't real. How I knew Santa Claus wasn't real? Because when they say Santa Claus came down a chimney, we didn't have a chimney. So how can Santa Claus come down a chimney when we don't own one? We didn't have a chimney. So therefore, I know it was no Santa Claus coming through no chimney when we didn't have a chimney. So I know that story was a lie and it was not the truth, but yet our parents still told us that, you know. Then they say you need fantasy to deal with reality. That's a lie. You need the truth. Long as you get the truth, everything else will just fall in place. If you tell a child the truth, everything else as that child grow up will fall in place. When you get to lying to children, then children grow up and find out how much you don't lie to them. That's what caused so much rebellion and so much untrust in children. Because if my own parents lied to me, why would I think you that I don't even know gonna stand up here and tell me the truth? Tell the truth, you guys. Always tell the truth, no matter what and how much it hurt. I'd rather hurt over the truth, because the truth, once you know it, sooner or later you'll get to accept it and you get to moving on. But it's a lie is where it gets you stuck and you can't move on, and because you know. That's why you keep on in the same place. You can't move forward because you know stuff ain't adding up. Until you get the full story and the full truth, you're going to always be digging and looking for the truth, and you will always be looking backwards because you know, long as you keep analyzing, you know stuff is not just adding up. It doesn't make any sense, and it's more likely don't make a lot of sense. Okay, unemployment. I know, people is like, oh, unemployment is low. Unemployment, people is jobs everywhere. No, y'all, the jobs they're giving you ain't worth nothing. The jobs they're giving you is part-time jobs. You have no benefits. You have no retirement plan. And you working harder doing them part-time jobs than what you was working hard doing them full-time jobs. It's not good, you guys. It's not right. I don't know why they reneging on their promise. I don't know why they're going backwards instead of going forward with this. I don't understand it. And I believe if you go up on minimum wage, you need to tell business that they can't go up on their merchandise. That's the only way people will have a living wage if they can make enough money to pay their bills to live. You cannot give me $15 and then go up on bread and milk and everything else that I need to get through the month and claim that you giving me a high raise on the minimum wage that went up. The minimum wage have not gone up if everything else going up. The only way a minimum wage is profitable and standable and livable if you go up on your hourly wage, which you're gonna pay me a salary, but nothing else can go up either. It's got to be the amount of money I'm making goes up and everything else stay the same. If my minimum wage going up and everything else going up, you just have to go ahead and just pay me $7.25 an hour. Because everything else is going up, so therefore I'm still where I was at the beginning. It's not making sense, people. It's not making sense. Come on now, it's 2018, y'all. It's time to put the games aside, the foolishness aside, and let's get down to business. And let's get down to building a great society, a great country with great people, with great lives. Let's get down to business for the people, for the public, for the country, for the states of America. Let's get down to it, you guys. So yes, we got to really get leaders to sit at the table. We need to get real ideological people in place that don't just see a glimpse of something, but can look and see an overall picture of how everything gonna be. Not rush to do something, but take their time to do it right, so it can be right for the people. We need those heads to sit down and put their heads together to come up with a plan for the whole United States of America, regardless of where you live, how you live, for the whole United States of America. We need people to put their differences aside. Let's stop looking backwards. What happened, happened. We can't undo what happened, but we can move forward from what happened. Let's just stop, put the history where it belongs in a museum. For those that want to go look and see what happened back then before they was born, why they was born, can go to the museum and see all the stories. Go and see all the statues, can go read all the history about what happened, and leave it there. And let's move forward. Let's just move forward, guys, because as long as you keep on telling your stories, and one story is not adding up to the other story and that story, then people get angry because they know somewhere there's a lot of lies. So let's not tell the story. Let's just put the story in a museum. People can go read it for themselves. They can come to their own conclusion, and we can just keep moving forward. Okay, for the ones that history scholars, likes to deal with history, likes to go back and research history, analyze history. They can go to the museum and analyze till they can't analyze anymore and just leave it there. Okay, so yes, let's just do that. So that would be good. So yes, if unemployment, if people can get back to their full time employment, uh, making what they used to make, not what they used to make, but the job give the same securities that they used to give. Like you put in $1, I match your dollar. So that would be great if we could go back to that instead of putting money on the stock, because like I say, stocks goes up, stocks go down, stock go down, you lose your money. Okay, so all the money that you don't put in your stock, one bad reflection on the market can cause you to lose a lot of money. So, but if you matching with your company dollar for dollar, that money gonna be there. It's not going. It's not a risk. It's gonna sit there until you retire, and it's gonna be there. Okay, so yeah, that would be best. And then even if you got to put in a little bit more money for your retirement, that's good to do that. Then to put your money out there on the stock market, because stuff goes up and stuff goes down, and you just taking a risk with it. It's a risk you're taking. So yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So yes. That's all I gotta say about everything I said. And least of all, a donation from my sister, Norma Butler. I put when you goes to my page, you will see the information how to donate for my sister Norma Butler for a funeral. So yeah, that should be up there too. So okay, y'all, that's all I have to say. Bye bye. Thank y'all for listening.